We're 15 seconds in, and one of the things they tell you on a consistent basis as a vlogger is that you have to burst through the gates almost immediately to grab the attention of your audience. Because if you don't, hey, Matilda, how are you? This is the beautiful thing about having your office space as your studio. You can go live anytime you feel inspired to talk about something. Gina McKenzie. You know, I knew a McKenzie once. I think that was Mackenzie. I'm pretty sure it was. How are you, Gina? So nice to have you. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, usually, as is my custom, I announce these broadcasts. Usually I announce them. Today I didn't do it because it's been a crazy day here at the office, I must tell you. Hey, Gabriel. Hello, KDU. K. Hi there. Boyd. Mutambo Max. How are you, Max Mutambo? Thank you so much for being with us. Bless you. Chembe Mulila. Chembe's always with us. Chembe, Cheryl, you guys are, you know, it's amazing. The more you do these live videos, the more you begin to recognize people's names and faces. It's the most amazing thing. You know, I'll never forget the very first time Mark Zuckerberg announced, this was years ago. Many of you remember this. Mark Zuckerberg first announced that Facebook was going to have this feature, this live feature. You know, you could go live, and I remember him saying, you no longer have to wait on CNN or ABC, NBC, CBS to go live. You can go live right on your channel. And I'll never forget thinking, why would I do that? Why would I, Umuntuna 5 senses. Why would I wake up and go live? What would prompt me? What would compel me? What would push me over the precipice of logic and turn on my camera, press record, and go live? Why would I do that? That was my thinking. Well, little did I know that Mark Zuckerberg knew something that I didn't. Mark Zuckerberg knew that even though I may not realize it, but I will one day find the live feature on Facebook very useful. And lo and behold, here we are. Guys, one of the reasons I'm asking you, I'm here, and I have to be honest with you. Okay, you guys are like my friends, many of you. Not all of you, many of you. You know, I'm trying to do the best I can to be competitive, you know, to add bits and bobs here and there, to make your viewing experience of this broadcast as pleasant as possible. So, you know, I've been doing some things here and there. I got some sound pads. I haven't put them up yet. And then I got some extra lighting, because you remember I was telling you that lighting for me in this office is a bit of a challenge. Do you remember me telling you that, guys? Do you remember? Melody Shams, do you remember this? Hope Mulenga, watching you from Mansa. Yeah? Finest Mulena. You remember I was telling you about the room not being as lit as it should be? Well, today I ordered some lighting from Amazon, and these really cute lights came through today. So I've got 2 lights here, extra lights here in the office. Now, what I need to ask you, do you notice the difference in the lighting? Tell me in the comments below. Tell me if you notice the difference in the lighting. Because, and by the way, can you hear me, first of all? Can you hear my audio? Can you hear that I'm speaking to you? Natasha Chanda, watching us from Kabwe. Watching from where? Pinjani. Watching us. Where is that? Biera. I've never heard of Biera. Where is that? Natasha Chanda, thank you so much. You're saying the lighting is great. I still don't have it down pat because I think there's certain things I still need to do in order to get it right. You know, I haven't got to that point yet. Great, Natasha, thank you so much. You say you can hear me. All right, that's great. So the other thing I noticed, and I have to share this with you, it's going to be my birthday tomorrow. And I'm not ashamed to admit to you that I am 51 years old. Can you believe this? I mean, not that I look great or anything. I'm just thinking, where did the years go? I mean, I can remember when I was 20 years old, you know, and 20 years, that was 31 years ago. I was 20 years old. It's unbelievable, you know. But this morning, one of the things I was thinking about, and I thought about this a few years ago. This was about 5 years ago. But you know how sometimes you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you can literally see yourself age. One of the things, and I shared this with my wife not long ago. Of course, she discouraged me, but I'll share it with you just so that I hear what you have to say. I was thinking of getting a bit of a facelift. And the thing about facelifts is that it instantly shaves off 10 years off of your face, gone. I mean, this is why people go for plastic surgery, you know. A little bit of a nip tuck, you know, just to get rid of the lines. Look at that. 10 years right off my face. I look 40. I look 38. 51, 38, 51. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. All right. Natasha, thank you so much. You look healthy and 51 young. Thank you. Bless you. You're so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I don't know what you guys think. Guys, I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying I can see why people do it. And to be honest with you, if I could, I think I would. Not too much though. Not too much. Just a little nip tuck. You know, I think. Anyway. All right. Very quickly, I just wanted to ask you, are we naturally lazy as Zambians? Did I spell naturally correctly? Facebook. That is not how you spell naturally. You have misspelled it. Because, you know, you got to be sure. I got to be absolutely sure that what I'm doing and saying is correct. All right. But you have a tight skin. Do I? Tight skin? Really? Is that a good thing? Tell me honestly. Tell me if you say I've got tight skin, what are you saying? Are you saying that's a bad thing? That's a horror? What are you saying? All right, here we go. That's Victoria Rudolph. Victoria Rudolph says to me, Mr. Mwewa, she says, you have tight skin. I'm not sure how to take that. I might take that as a slight. That's a joke. All right. Victoria Rudolph says, listen to this. Watch this here. Victoria Rudolph says, the elasticity of African skin is very good, called tonus and what? What's that? Torg? I've never even heard of that. Never heard of that. All right. And then Natasha Chanda says it's a good thing. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I really am glad to hear that. Okay. Guys, I have to ask you this question. Are we, as Zambians, are we naturally lazy? Before I read your comments, let me tell you what I think. This is what I think. We're not lazy by design or default, but rather by self-imposition. I really believe that. I don't think that there's not a person on this planet that is naturally a certain way. I don't think that Zambians have a natural proclivity. You know that word, proclivity? I don't think we have a natural inclination to being lazy. I think it's self-imposed. It's a mental condition that we have. Not everyone, of course, but many. And I say this because, you know, I run into so many of my people that these are able-bodied young men. And this is what gets me. This is what I don't like. I don't like seeing able-bodied young men. When I say able-bodied, I'm talking about you're young, you're vibrant, you're in your 20s. You've got all the energy pent up, you know, like it's like fire shut up in your bones, and you're young and you've got your whole life ahead of you. And all you do is sit on the street corner drinking cachaço. That just chaps my hide. That rubs me the wrong way. That ruffles my feathers. That yanks my chain. And so here's the thing, guys. This is what I feel. I think that laziness is not innate. It's not something that is relegated to a certain class of people. I think it's a human experience. It's a human condition. So in my view, laziness is not something that we experience by design or default, but rather by self-imposition. We impose it on ourselves as people. And it's a horrible place to be. Laziness is a systemic condition that literally erodes and gnaws at progress. It's an impediment. It's a roadblock, is what it is. Yeah. So let me read some of your comments. Joseph says, watching from Habaron, as Zambians, we rather forget too easily. We rarely use past experience to pave the current and future. Interesting. Again, we're not naturally lazy. Instead, we're hardworking Zambian. It depends on opportunities, situations, and conditions of how an individual person is found in or brought up. Interesting observation. Let's read this one. Natasha Chanda, again, says here that people are not proactive, Mr. Moore. The problem is that they want the easy way out, which is not possible. There is no sweet without sweat. Even the Bible says that. Absolutely. I agree with that. Totally. Okay, here we go. We're going to show this one here. Bungie Love, we're not lazy. We just get content easily with what we make at a given time, as opposed to working harder to make more. I agree with that. I do. I think to some extent that is true. Luinda says, you've asked a question and you gave the correct answer. Okay, wonderful. Well, hey guys, that's all I had time for. That's 15 minutes. Thank you for popping on and jumping on. And again, I still don't have the lighting right. The lighting is not perfect, but there is an improvement, a slight, albeit a slight one. Okay, I've got some GVM lights here that I ordered that I'm trying to set up, and we're on the straight and narrow. That's what we are. Hey guys, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Bye.